Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 10th March 2025. In this video, I'm going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful to the premium subscribers. I will try to reduce my commentary in today's video so that quickly I can generate the reports so that I can make the video as much as short as possible. Okay, first let me start generating the stocks near yearly demand zone. For yearly, price closed inside yearly demand zone. We don't have any stocks near yearly demand zone. Near yearly supply zone. Also, we don't have any stocks. Price closed inside yearly demand zone. We got 4 stocks. I'm giving you only few seconds time to watch the report. I request you pause the video, study the report, and then proceed to the next report. Those who don't understand the structure of the report, I request you complete our training lesson 21.1. In that video, I have explained all the columns, values, abbreviations in detail. Okay, next report. Price closed inside yearly supply zone. No stocks are available. Next time frame, half yearly. Stocks near half yearly demand zone. We got 2 stocks. Next, near half yearly supply zone, no stocks. Price closed inside half yearly demand zone, we got 8 stocks. Next, price closed inside half yearly supply zone, we got 2 stocks. Next time frame, quarterly. Price closed stocks near quarterly demand zone, we got 4 stocks. Next, near quarterly supply zone, 5 stocks we got. Next, price closed inside the quarterly demand zone. First 23 stocks, scrolling the list down. We can further filter this list based on quarterly EMA Confluence. Quarterly demand zone, quarterly EMA Confluence, trend on the quarterly either up or down. We got 20 stocks. Next, quarterly time frame. Price closed inside quarterly supply zone. We got 4 stocks. And quarterly EMA Confluence supply zones. Quarterly supply zone with quarterly EMA Confluence, trend up or down. We got 3 stocks are having quarterly supply zone with quarterly EMA Confluence. This is about quarterly. Next time frame is monthly. Stocks near monthly demand zone, 11 stocks we got. Next, near monthly supply zone, we got 5 stocks. Next, price closed inside the monthly demand zone. First 19 stocks, scrolling the list down. $52 stocks. We will filter with EMA Confluence. Monthly demand zone with monthly EMA Confluence, trend on the monthly up or down. We got first 22 stocks, monthly demand zones having monthly EMA Confluence. Next 25, total list 25. Okay, next monthly time frame. Price closed inside monthly supply zone, we got 8 stocks. Monthly supply zones with EMA Confluence. And trend on monthly up or down. We got 3 stocks. Monthly supply zones with monthly EMA Confluence. Okay, this is about a monthly time frame. Next time frame is weekly. stocks near weekly demand zone. First 15 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. So total 21 stocks are filtered. Next, stocks near weekly supply zone. We got 12 stocks. Next, price closed inside weekly demand zone. First 16 stocks in the list. Let me scroll the list quickly down and then filter with EMA Confluence. So total 50 stocks. Let me add EMA Confluence. The EMA weekly demand zone with weekly EMA Confluence and trend on the weekly up or down with these filters. We got 5 stocks. These 5 weekly demand zones are having weekly EMA Confluence. Next, weekly time frame. Price closed inside the weekly supply zone. First 16 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. So total 23 stocks filtered. We can further filter based on EMA Confluence, weekly supply zones having weekly EMA Confluence. And trend on weekly should not be sideways. It can be up or down. So total 11 stocks are filtered. These 11 supply zones are having weekly EMA Confluence. Okay, next time frame is a daily. Entry time frame daily. Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. We got 14 stocks. Let us identify high liquidity daily demand zones from this list. Idea is having a daily high liquidity demand zone. Max Health, it is a Pierce demand zone. You can't use it for Pierce zone strategy. Shenzhen is also having a Pierce zone. You can't use it for Pierce zone. You can HLQ zone strategy. Only Pierce zone strategy only you can use. So only one valid high liquidity daily demand zone we identified from this list. Those who want to apply Pierce zone strategies, you can use either Shenzhen or Max Health or both. Okay, next, daily time frame. Price closed inside the daily supply zone. Stocks near daily supply zones. We got 12 stocks. Let us identify daily high liquidity supply zones from this list. We have only one stock. Tata Motors is having daily high liquidity daily supply zone. That's it. Okay, next, daily time frame. Price closed inside daily supply zone. Daily demand zone. Price closed inside daily demand zone. First 15 stocks in the list. Let me quickly scroll the list down. Let me scroll the list down. (42) stocks. We can further filter daily demand zones having daily EMA Confluence. And trend on the daily should not be sideways. It can be up or down. So we got 8 stocks. These 8 daily demand zones are having daily EMA Confluence. Okay, next, daily time frame. Price closed inside the daily supply zone. We got several stocks. First 15 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. So 38 stocks are filtered. We can further filter based on daily supply zone having daily EMA Confluence. Trend on the daily should not be sideways. So first 15 stocks in the list. Price closed inside the daily supply zone and also having daily EMA confluence. Daily supply zone with daily EMA confluence. Scrolling the list down. So total 19 stocks are filtered. Okay, this is about daily time frame. Next time frame is 125 minutes. Stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. First 15 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. So total 26 stocks are filtered. Next 125 minutes time frame, stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. We got 5 stocks. Okay. Next time frame is 75 minutes. Entry time frame 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. First 15 stocks in the list. Let me scroll the list down. So total 26 stocks are filtered. Let us identify high liquidity zones from this list. 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. NIFTY IT PR's zone, but anyway you can't use it for F and O. ACC is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Apollo Tires is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Bajaj Finance is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Manappuram is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. Poonawalla is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. And Tata Elxsi is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. So total 6 high liquidity 75 minutes demand zones we identified from this list. Okay, next for 75 minutes time frame, stocks near 75 minutes supply zone, we got 4 stocks. Any high liquidity 75 minutes supply zones? No, we don't have any high liquidity 75 minute supply zones from this list. High liquidity means high priority, high liquidity zones. You can't use low priority, high liquidity zones for HLQ zone strategy. You can use, but you can't expect 80% success rate. Success rate will be below that. Okay, this is about, we have completed high liquidity zones from daily and 75 minutes. So next time frame is 25 minutes, stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. We got 7 stocks. Next, near 25 minutes supply zone, we got 3 stocks. Next time frame is 15 minutes. Stocks near 15 minutes demand zone, we got 13 stocks. We can further filter based on the 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. Enabling the filter. We got 9 stocks. And some of these demand zones are pierced. I think one demand zone is pierced. You can ignore it. Okay, next 15 minutes time frame, stocks near 15 minutes supply zone. We got 6 stocks. We can further filter based on 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. We got only 1 stock. Okay, next time frame is 5 minutes. Stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. We got 7 stocks. We can further filter based on 5 minutes and 15 minutes demand zone Confluence. So we got 4 stocks. Third one and first one are pierced zones. Okay, next 5 minutes time frame, stocks near 5 minutes supply zone. We got 9 stocks. We can further filter this list based on 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone Confluence. So with this filter, we got 3 stocks. So this is about stocks near demand and supply zones. Next, we can generate Nifty and Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. Let me start with Nifty. Generating, starting with monthly time frame, generating Nifty supply demand zone chain on monthly time frame. Always look into the zone column to find high liquidity zones. Look into the pierced column to find the pierced zones. Always look into the LTF trend to find the trend of the current time frame you have selected. Apply the same points to the remaining supply demand zone chain reports. So this is monthly supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, weekly supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, daily supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 125 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 75 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 25 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Let me adjust in the center demand and supply zones. Okay, next 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. All are supply zones. I'm scrolling the list down. Let me adjust in the center. Okay. So this is 15 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 5 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. All are supply zones. I'm scrolling the list down. In this page also all are supply zones. Again, I'm scrolling the list down. So let me put it in the center. Okay. So this is 5 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. So next, with this we completed Nifty supply demand zone chain. Next I will generate Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. That is nothing but Nifty Bank. Let me start with monthly time frame. Generating monthly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, weekly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, daily supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 125 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 75 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 25 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Let me keep it in the center. Okay. Next, 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. I mean Bank Nifty. So all our Bank Nifty supply zones, scrolling the list down. Here we have the nearest demand zone to the current closing price. I will arrange in the center. Okay. So this is a Bank Nifty 5 minute supply demand zone chain. So with this we have completed Bank Nifty also. So that means we have completed both Nifty and Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. So the next set of reports are about bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly, weekly, daily and hourly income trade. First I will generate bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. So I will not be giving much commentary while generating in this video. Entry time frame, monthly income trade, bullish trade setup I am generating. Entry time frame daily, entry zone, demand zone. I am selecting bullish. Zone achievement VOZ, minimum order enhancer score 12. So this is the monthly income trade, bullish trade setup. We have generated 8 stocks. From these 8, we will find high probability trade setup supported zones based on the different zone confluence strategies. First, LTF, ITF demand zone confluence. That is a daily and a weekly demand zone confluence. With this filter, out of 8, we got 4 stocks. We can further filter this based on daily EMA confluence. In the EMA confluence, not daily, weekly EMA. Because the daily zone is part of the weekly zone. So we are checking weekly demand zone having weekly EMA confluence. So one stock is filtered. This is more high probability trade setup, supported zone based on demand zone and zone confluence. Okay, next filter is based on LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. I am removing EMA filter. So in the demand zone confluence, 3 filters I have to add. Daily with weekly, daily with monthly demand zone confluence, weekly with monthly demand zone confluence. With all the 3 filters, we got only 1 stock. Let's check if this is having this monthly demand zone having monthly EMA confluence. In the EMA confluence at monthly, checking monthly demand zone having monthly EMA confluence. So it is not having monthly demand zone confluence. Okay, this is bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. Next, bearish trade setup for monthly income trade, entry time frame daily, entry zone, supply zone. I am selecting bearish, zone achievement VOZ, minimum order enhancer score 12. Okay, we got 5 stocks supporting bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. We can further filter based on zone confluence and EMA confluence. First, daily and weekly supply zone confluence. So daily with weekly supply zone confluence filter is enabled. Now we got 5 stocks. Okay, now out of these 5, how many weekly supply zones are having weekly EMA confluence? Let's verify. Weekly supply zone with weekly EMA confluence. We got 4 stocks. So these 4 are high probability trade setup supported stocks based on LTF, ITF and ITF EMA confluence. Okay, next we will look into LTF, ITF and HTF supply zone confluence. That is daily, weekly and monthly supply zone confluence. Enabled all the 3 filters. We got 2 stocks. And both the HTF trend is supply zone, so no need to look for EMA confluence because it doesn't give any advantage. Okay, this is bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. Next, bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame 75 minutes. Entry is on demand zone in bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes. Bullish zone achievement V was at minimum order enhancer score 12. And PR 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So with these filters, we got 4 stocks. They are supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade and entry time frame zones are 75 minutes demand zones. Okay, out of these 4, how many are having 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence? Let's verify. LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. So with this filter, we got all the 4 stocks. Okay, 75 with daily zone confluence. Now let us look for daily EMA confluence with daily demand zones. We got 1 stock. So this is even more high probability trade setup supported zone based on LTF, ITF zone confluence and ITF EMA confluence. Okay, next we will look for LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. That is 75 minutes daily and weekly demand zone confluence. $75 with weekly demand zone confluence, daily with weekly demand zone confluence with all the 3 filters. We got 2 stocks. Out of these 2, second one is having HTF trend as uptrend. So that is a weekly trend because 75 and daily are part of weekly zone. So let's verify if this stock is having weekly EMA confluence. And trend on the weekly should not be sideways. It should be uptrend because bearish trade setup. So we don't have any stocks having EMA confluence at a weekly time frame. Okay, next we will look into bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame 75 minutes, entry zone supply zone in bullish or bearish. 75 minutes bearish. Zone achievement V was at minimum order enhancer score 12 and 75 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So pierced count 75 minutes, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters we got several stocks. So first 15 stocks in the list. So total 16 stocks we got. First 15 stocks. Scrolling the list down. So total 16. So all these demand zones are having, sorry, not demand zone, supply zones. All these supply zones are having bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Out of the 16, how many are having ITF zone confluence? Let's verify. That is 75-minute supply zone with daily supply zone confluence. With this filter, out of 16 stocks, we got 8 stocks. So these 75-minute supply zones overlapped with daily supply zone. Daily trend is down in all the stocks. Let's verify how many stocks in this list. Daily supply zones are having daily EMA confluence. A daily supply zone with daily EMA confluence. So with this filter, we got 7 stocks out of 8. So these 7 are high probability trade setup supported stocks to get the success. Okay, next let us look into LTF, ITF, HTF supply zone confluence. That is 75 minutes daily and weekly supply zone confluence. I removed EMA filter. In the supply zone confluence, first filter already enabled. Next 75 minute supply zone with weekly supply zone confluence. Daily supply zone with weekly supply zone confluence. All 3 filters, we got 3 stocks. In these 3, these 75-minute supply zones are overlapped with daily, both together overlapped with weekly. Weekly trend, HTF trend is down in 2 stocks. Let's check in these 2. Weekly EMA confluence are available on weekly supply zones. So checking weekly supply zone having weekly EMA confluence, trend on the weekly should not be sideways. It should be downtrend because bearish trade setup. 1 stock is filtered. So this is even more high probability trade setup supported stock. Okay, this is a bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Next, daily income trades, bullish trade setup, entry time frame 15 minutes, entry zone, demand zone, bullish or bearish at 15 minutes. Bullish I selected, zone achievement VOZ, minimum order enhancer score 12. And 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 15 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we did not get any stocks. Let us check is it correct or not. 15 minutes entry time frame demand zone, zone achievement VOZ, order enhancer score 12. And bullish or bearish 15 minutes, we selected bullish. And pierced count 15 minutes greater than 0, less than 0. That means currently no daily income trade bullish trade setups. Fine. Next, daily income trade bearish trade setup. Entry time frame 15 minutes, entry zone, supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup 15 minutes, I am selecting bearish. Remaining filters are same. Pierced count also. At 15 minutes, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 9 stocks. Bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Out of these 9, we will find high probability setup based on this zone confluence. First filter, 15 minutes supply zone with 75 minutes supply zone confluence. So I am enabling that filter. With this filter, out of 9 stocks, we got 5 stocks. These 15 minute supply zones are overlapped with 75 minute supply zone. Now let's check 75 minute supply zone having daily EMA confluence. The EMA confluence at 75 minutes time frame, checking 75 minute supply zone having daily EMA confluence. 1 stock is filtered. So this 15 minute supply zone is even more high probability trade setup to get the success. Okay, next we will filter based on LTF, ITF, HTF supply zone confluence. Removing EMA filter. In the supply zone confluence, we have to set 3 filters. First filter is already enabled. Second filter, 15 minute supply zone with daily supply zone confluence and 75 minute supply zone with daily supply zone confluence. So we don't have any stocks with LTF, ITF, HTF supply zone confluence. None of the stocks are available. Okay. So this is about a bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Next, we will look into hourly income trade stocks. Bullish trade setup, hourly income trade, entry time frame 5 minutes, entry zone, demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I selected bullish. Zone achievement V was Z, minimum order enhancer score 12, and 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 5 minutes, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 7 stocks. These 7 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. Let's verify high probability trade setup supported stocks to get success. First filter is LTF, ITF, demand zone confluence. That is 5 minutes and 15 minutes demand zone confluence. With this filter, out of 7, we got all the 7 stocks. Now, out of these 7, let's check how many are having a 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence, because 15 minutes trend is up. In the EMA confluence at 15 minutes time frame, setting the filter 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. None of the stocks are having 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Next, we will look into LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. In the demand zone confluence, we should set 3 filters. First filter already enabled. Next 5 minutes with 75 minutes demand zone confluence. 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone confluence. We got 4 stocks, 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. But 75 minutes trend is sideways in all 4. So checking EMA confluence does not give any advantage. So we are not verifying. Next, we will look into bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Entry time frame 5 minutes, entry zone, supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I am selecting bearish. Zone achievement VOZ, minimum order enhancer score 12, and 5 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 5 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 17 stocks. So first 15 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. So total 17 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. We can further filter this list based on LTF and ITF supply zone confluence, that is 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. I am enabling the filter. With this filter, we got 15 stocks. Out of 17, 15 stocks we got. So that means in all the 15 stocks, these 5 minute supply zones are overlapped with 15 minute supply zone. And 15 minutes trend is down in all these stocks. Let's verify. EMA confluence for 15 minutes demands supply zones. So in the EMA confluence at 15 minutes time frame, checking 15 minute supply zones are having daily EMA confluence. None of them are having EMA confluence. Okay, next we will look into LTF, ITF, HTF supply zone confluence. Removing EMA filter. In the supply zone confluence, we should set 3 filters. First filter is already enabled. Next 5 minutes with 75 minutes supply zone confluence. 15 minutes supply zone with 75 minutes supply zone confluence. With all the 3 filters, we got 5 stocks. That means these 5 minute supply zone overlapped with 15 minute supply zone. Both together overlapped with 75 minute supply zone. And 75 minutes trend is down in only 1 stock. Let us check if this 75 minute supply zone having daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence at 75 minutes time frame, I am setting 75 minute supply zone having daily EMA confluence. And also trend on the 75 minutes time frame should not be sideways. It should be downtrend because it is bearish trade setup. So we did not have any stocks. 75 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. So this is about hourly income trade, and in the final report, let us generate stop buffers based on daily ATR. Okay, all these are all daily ATR and stop buffer values. First 17 in this list are indices, remaining all are equity stocks. I'm scrolling the list down. So this is the end of the report. Hope this information will be useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.